so much for joining us on Talk Pittsburgh on this Tuesday. It is St. Patrick's Day, and look who we have with us today.
Yeah, I'm going by O Smiley today.
Are you?
Yeah. Not
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, I wish so. But yeah, I know we're seeing a lot more white than green today, maybe even blue on radar.
Yeah.
I know no one wants to see that. Hey, don't hurt the messenger, though, right?
Sure.
We're going to talk about the wild weather coming up.
Okay, sounds good. And we have a lot planned this Tuesday, including how to have a cheap date in Western PA. No, we are not setting you up. We are saving you money. Next, Pittsburgh is here with date plans that'll cost you less than $40. We like to hear it.
Oh, I love that. Plus a show that people of all ages and abilities can enjoy, how Point Park is making the arts accessible with a sensory-friendly performance.
And next, it's a perfect day for Ron to be here because I have a lot of questions. We're talking about the weather of 2026 so far, and if it's been as wacky as we think, that's today's Table Talk.
Hey, you can just reverse just 10 days. It's been wacky enough. That and so much more coming up this hour. First, Pittsburgh, let's get you caught up on your hometown headlines in under 90 seconds in your bird's eye view.
The last place that you think something like this would happen is in the baby pool.
A local family is out with a warning after their picture-perfect vacation turned into a life-altering tragedy. Paloma was in the baby pool when the grate cover came loose from the drain, exposing a suction so fierce it trapped Paloma on top. The pool was turned off to free Paloma, but her small intestine had been ripped from her body. It's a life-ending injury for most, but Paloma survived through 7 operations in less than 3 months. And you can see Megan Schiller's full report on Paloma and more resources for parents at kdka.com.
I'm here on Delrose Street in Carrick. The woman who lives behind me in this house, she has been without power, without heat for days. And you can imagine right now it's brutal. It feels freezing out and temperatures are dipping into the 20s.
More inclement weather is already rolling in, and it's leaving behind some damage, especially for the Deer Lakes youth baseball team. An estimated 100-foot tree crushed in part of the building.
None of them were smushed by the tree. Like a foot over, like it could have been catastrophic.
Misty Wiggin is the Deer Lakes Youth Baseball Association Director of Communications.
But we have literally all of our paperwork, all like our rolls and stuff, everything we need for our Freedom Classic tournament.
Mother Nature is crazy, and that's one of the examples of why. It seems every year I find myself saying, boy, that was a wild weather year. Is it just me? But really, this winter seems to have delivered quite the blow. Let's recap, shall we? At the end of January, we had, of course, the big snowfall. Did we name this one? I don't know. Some neighborhoods saw up to 20 inches of snow. The city of Pittsburgh saw a little over 11 inches. It took quite a while to dig out and get things back to normal. Remember, we were covering how some people weren't even getting their mail delivered. And then just 3 weeks later, in mid-February, we saw things rapidly warm up. We were worried about the rivers and how fast things were melting. We saw a couple of days in the high 50s, some even seeing low 60s. But that was just the beginning. This was the outlook for the first week in March. This is not the current outlook. We want to say the beginning of March, first week. We went from high 30s and then spent several days in the 70s. And with the ups and downs, we've also had some pretty active storms early in the season, too. We've seen strong winds several days, tornado warnings, thunderstorms. Even yesterday, we saw the wind pick up, temps drop off, and then, of course, the snow roll back in. It's hard to believe that all of this has happened in a little over 3 months. So, Ron, we wanted to talk, of course, about the weather.
Okay. Yep.
And we bring you in on a day where we've had more snow, temperatures fall off. 36 hours ago, we were in, or 48 hours ago, we were in the 70s.
Yeah.
You've been covering Pittsburgh weather now for quite some time.
Right.
So tell me, it's not just me, is
No.
it?
Yesterday's weather, it was only the 5th time on record that we've seen anything like that going on. I'm talking about 60-degree weather. We saw 60 degrees as our high temperature on Monday, and then we saw more than an inch of snow. We easily saw more than an inch of snow. 5.8 inches of snow.
That's crazy.
We are now above 50 inches of snow. This is the snowiest winter we've been in since, I believe, 2022 now, with just over 50 inches of snow. We're about 10 inches ahead of where we normally would be at this time of the year.
And you know, if it was just the snow, I think I would be like, okay, it's been a snowy winter, but it's not that it's been that.
No,
We've
not
also
just snow.
had, I feel like to have thunderstorms in February seems odd. To have tornado warnings at the end of February, early March seems odd. And then we've had a number of very warm days. Like to be
Yeah.
in the 70s is crazy to me already.
Right. Yeah, we're seeing those. We're seeing that warm season extending each and every year. You
Yeah.
might not notice it quite, but what you do notice is those really active weather days
Yeah.
that you're seeing, kind of like yesterday, kind of like what we saw with the tornado warnings already. Thankfully, just warnings that came down. Even the windstorm that we had last week on Friday.
Yeah, the wind has been crazy.
Yeah.
What did I say yesterday? I was like, when did we become the Windy City? I thought this was for Chicago.
You're right, yeah.
Mary also talked about this last month. I thought it was really interesting as a migraine sufferer and just a headache sufferer in general. I think I saw the most migraines I've ever had in the month of February, and I feel like it was the fluctuations in temperatures and all of the pressure that we were seeing. I don't know.
Right, no,
Diagnose me, doctor.
Well, you're getting a little bit, but I do know that weather, high pressure, and those swings do play big roles.
Yeah.
So you're probably onto something. I can't diagnose you, but yeah, you're probably on.
Okay, I have an appointment soon. I've also read something, and I'm hoping you could weigh in on this, about a historic El Nino possible this summer. I know that as a weather nerd yourself, you're reading into all of this stuff and kind of trying to dispel any myths or talk like that. So what are you seeing about this?
I mean, the readings are pretty clear right now that we're going to see a historic, what they're calling, some people are saying monster El Nino.
Or Godzilla is what I saw, Godzilla, El Nino.
You're right, yeah, exactly. What you need to know is that we are seeing signs that we're going to see a fairly strong weather pattern when it comes to El Nino. It's a global wind, so it changes the weather around the globe. Here's the thing, for us, it normally means more active weather, so buckle up for 2027. Also, it normally means warmer weather globally. So we're probably going to see another one of those years where you hear NOAA says, hey, it was the hottest year on record. We're going to be right up there with some of the hottest temperatures we've ever seen. And for us, normally it also means, not to, if you're traveling to the Gulf Coast or on the East Coast, normally it does help with hurricane development. So it helps to keep them away. So it keeps them down because of increased shear. So that's one good thing. It's not all bad, but we are looking at hot and active with our weather pattern over the next year and a half. Okay,
so that would be, because El Nino and then La Nina, right? Those are the two that we talk about when we're talking about.
Opposites, yep.
So
El Nino, warm, La Nina, colder.
Cooler, okay. And so with this is not just for this summer. So it's not just going to be maybe a warmer summer, hotter summer than normal. It could actually lead into fall and winter.
The confidence is very high for it to start at the end of the summer months and to go through the winter months. So that is when really the full impact of this is going to be felt. But it will have an impact, obviously, on the back end of the hurricane season, really as the months pick up. And then you're going to be looking at going into next winter. Even though warmer winters doesn't always mean less snow, it does mean that we could see some bigger snow chances kind of moving in. So we'll watch closely for that.
The kids breaking out the shorts at the end of January. This is a wild winter. Thank you very much, Ron. I'm so glad that you waited on this. Something we're doing every Tuesday now, we are sharing tips, hacks, and ideas for saving money, making smarter purchases, and sometimes just letting you know about a good sale.
Oh, yeah.
After the Home and Garden Show last week and those 70-degree days earlier this month, last month, we're thinking about patio season.
Oh, my goodness. I was just looking outside. I was like, let me clean my patio. Let me get some new furniture. Here are some of the deals you can get online right now on outdoor furniture. We're going to start you off with Amazon Spring Outlet. They got your foldable Adirondack chairs on sale for $85. And it comes with, get this, it comes with a cup holder.
Oh, give it to me. What else?
And they've got a lot of decor too, like this hanging planter set for $25, a sunshade for $22, and an outdoor rug for $22.
Adding. Put it all in my cart. And Wayfair's Spring Cyber Week sale starts Thursday, but you can get some early deals right now on outdoor sets. This 4-piece blue set is just over $400 that you can see on the left side of your screen. The beige 12-piece set is $1,800. But if you shop on Thursday, you'll likely find more deals with steeper discounts.
All right, let's go over to Walmart. Walmart's got a great deal right now on this. Once again, it's an Adirondack patio set. Reviewers gave it 4.7 stars. That's nearly perfect. I guess 5 is perfect. It's usually $500. It's now on sale, get this, for $220.
Not bad.
Yeah.
And before we head to break, we also want you to get out your phone and vote. Here's this week's Junior Achievement Question of the Week. This is either true or false. In 2026, there are more female Fortune 500 CEOs than CEOs named James or John. Is it true or false?
Wow.
Very specific, isn't it? Scan the QR code on your screen right now, or you can head to kdka.com/connect. Let us know what you think. We'll share the answer on tomorrow's show. Still to come, though, today, it's St. Patrick's Day, which means luck is in the air. But some of you have stories that are way better than finding a 4-leaf clover. We're learning more about your luckiest moments in today's 3 o'clock drop.
All right, and today's holiday isn't just about luck, it's about golden loaves, too. Find out how to make a sweet St. Patrick's Day staple from a beloved bakery right here in town.
And spring is just 3 days away, but don't grab the gardening gloves just yet. Our local experts are sharing the right time to start and the early prep that leads to your best blooms. That's next. As you're all aware, it snowed yesterday and then again today. A sure sign that now is not the time to start planting new flowers in your garden. But you can put that green thumb to work. It is St. Patrick's Day after all. So joining me today with some porch pot and prep ideas is Sarah O'Hearn from Arona Road Greenhouse in Westmoreland County with the coolest t-shirt around. I was telling you I love this shirt. I get compliments on it all the time. And I think people are itching, all of our gardening friends out there are just itching to get out there, but we gotta wait.
It is. It's still early in southwestern Pennsylvania, but we can still spring to our porch. We can plant a beautiful container that we enjoy now and then put in our garden later.
What is the why? Like, what is the advice against getting out there, even removing some of that dead foliage
so a lot
and
of our
leaves?
beneficial insects are still living in there. They're overwintering in there, so we want to just keep them happy. And plus, our perennials are not quite awake yet, so let's just wait.
So just leave everything, because it is providing kind of like a blanket almost to everything underneath.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about what you brought here today. I had never heard of a hellebore. Is that what it's called?
Hellebore or a Lenten rose.
A Lenten rose.
Yes.
Okay, this is gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty?
Is it native to Pennsylvania, or is it just something that does really well?
It isn't. It's just wonderful. It blooms. It'll bloom at Lent here. We'll get to enjoy it all spring. This is kind of interesting. These are actually not the petals of the flowers. Those are these right here? Yeah, those are the sepals, but they maintain their color. They're evergreen. They have beautiful marbled foliage. They look wonderful in your garden all summer long, but you can have them in your planter right now in the spring.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Okay, and so, and it is a perennial, as you mentioned.
It is a perennial, very long-lived, decades.
Decades they'll live.
You'll enjoy that for decades.
So tell us what else you put in this beautiful planter.
So we have some candy tuft here, so a little brightness to make it pop. We have some sedge grass there for a little wispiness. This is all things you can have outdoors right now on your porch. When it's time for spring planting, summer planting, we can move all these perennials to our garden, so we get to enjoy them further there.
That's wonderful. And something like this, does this spread? Is this something
it
that
does.
we should...
It mounds nicely. It has a nice little mound to it.
Okay.
But it does spread. Yes.
And you brought some others. And these, will these also do well right now?
Yes, you can have your violas out now. I have pansies blooming in my yard that I planted last fall.
Get out.
The snow melted. Now I've got pansies. Same thing with these. These are violas. They have a little bit of a smaller flower, but more profuse, and they are actually a little more heat hardy, so they'll last further into the summer for you.
I am just blown away by the hellebore. I had just never seen anything like it. Is this about as tall as it grows?
That is. You get a little bit more height on it, a few more inches, and you'll get a lot more width when you put that in the garden.
Okay, and so we actually have I think some pictures of other porch pots that you brought or that you've created. Take a look at some of these.
Oh yeah, wonderful.
Are these also good examples of something you could be putting together right now?
Not quite yet. You're going to wait a couple more weeks for these. We're still, as you can see, it's snowing today, as we were just talking about. So, and our tulips and things like that aren't quite ready yet.
Okay, good. Well, let's get these in. Do you have a rule of thumb on making sure that we're doing things right for our...
We like a little bit of symmetry here. I did leave some room here, so I have two different colors here, and I just love these. Perfect spring color. But you can just gently pop them out there. You can see some nice white roots on those. And we're just going to give them a little bit of extra color.
Now, I had heard before that if you kind of like squeeze, oh, this one's not really coming out. Look at me. Sorry, little flower. That if you squeeze the bottom, that it kind of loosens things up. Is that something that you do when you're planting?
Not with these. That would be something if it was really root bound, that you'd want to break those roots up if your roots are wrapping around your container. But these are perfect.
I know, it's coming out very loose right now.
Absolutely.
This is fantastic.
Yes.
And is this all of the stuff that we put in here?
Yes. So great get ahead tip now. With your containers, while it's still early and we don't want to be out in the yard quite yet, get your containers ready. When it gets busy for spring, you can concentrate on your flowers and plants then. So clean out your containers, get some good potting soil, not garden soil, really good quality potting soil. Get those ready so when the spring weather hits, you're ready for plants.
And what is something that we should be looking for with our potting soil? Because I feel like there's when you go to any kind of store and you see all of the soils there, it's hard for me to figure out which one is the best.
Go to your garden center, get a good quality potting soil. That's where your roots are growing. That is the most important thing you can do for these healthy plants that you buy, is have a good quality, well-draining potting soil.
And you open very soon.
We do. We open March 28th.
Are you very busy right now trying to get everything ready?
Planting. We're growers and retailers, so we're growing all these plants. Then we're converting over real quickly to a retail setting.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, fingers crossed for some better weather and no snow in May. Because we've seen that a couple of times too. Thank you so much. This is gorgeous, stunning. It's going to look great on any porch out there. We are also going to link you up to a Rona Road greenhouse on our website so that you can be there for the opening day too. Next on the show, Mary, we got a little bit of all 4 seasons in the last 48 hours.
Yep.
There's our pot of gold.
And there's our pot of gold. And I'll talk a little bit about how rainbows are formed. We need a little sunshine in here. We also have some warmer temperatures ahead. I'll have all of that and more when we come back.
I guess El Nino isn't here yet. Is that right?
No, not yet. Not yet.
It's still cold, Mary.
Yeah.
It is still cold. You know, we're not going to be in this cold trend for long. It's just kind of like a little bit of a weather whiplash. We're in the 20s today, 30s tomorrow, but then the 50s are back. So my plan is to put out the patio furniture this weekend. I mean, the 60s, we need it. It's literally doubling the temperature. So it's just a roller coaster.
Do you think if I order mine today by Amazon, it'll come before we get to the 60s?
Maybe. 2-day shipping. You got that?
Okay, so we've had storms and snow and maybe a little bit of sun, but it's St. Patrick's Day and a fireball in the sky too. Let's not forget about that.
Right.
We don't have rainbows though.
We don't have
and it's St. Patrick's Day.
We don't. So let me make one for you. Let me make one for you and explain how we see rainbows and how they form. So whenever sunlight hits raindrops, the light bends and it reflects inside the drop, and that splits into all the colors of the spectrum. So if you do spot a rainbow, I mean, at this point, anything's possible. Don't keep the sun at your back because rainbows always appear opposite of the sun, and you usually don't see rainbows in the middle of the day because the sun is too high. The rainbow forms below the horizon when the sun is above about 42 degrees in the sky, and larger raindrops often create brighter bands for the rainbow. So a rainbow is actually a full circle from the ground. We usually only see half of it because the horizon blocks the rest. And then sometimes if the light reflects twice inside a raindrop, you'll see something even more magical. Double rainbow.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, you know, there's no rainbow today, but you can still make your own sunshine.
Okay, so no pot.
Look at that.
Yeah,
no pot of golds.
I'm just really over winter. I think a lot of us are. So I'm like, let's talk about rainbows and sunshine.
I think that you're right on that. Get that patio furniture out this weekend. We'll bring some smiles.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, Mary.
Bye.
As we're talking about St. Patrick's Day with the holiday, always comes talk about luck. And while most of us haven't found a pot of gold, as Ron was talking about, we all had a moment or two where fortune was definitely on our side.
Oh, yeah. Kiki B. Jones from Waymo joins us now for today's 3 o'clock drop. We asked you all out there, what's the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Do you have a luckiest thing?
I am the luckiest person in the world.
Okay.
Everything and every person in my life
Aw.
is just luck for me. Like seriously, my job, my friends, my sorority, my family, my puppy.
Yeah.
Although she has her moments.
Well, I feel like
yeah.
that's all good karma, but has there ever been something that has happened that was like you found $50 on the ground?
Never.
Have you ever found a lucky penny? And then, I don't know,
You just walk
made a
around with it.
wish? And you,
No.
I guess you just reminded me.
I feel bad. I'm like, no.
I did have I don't know if I should say this out
No,
loud
you should
because
say it.
the tax people might come and get me.
Oh,
but,
I mean, you're out there now. You might as well.
no,
Might as well finish the
I never do
statement.
scratch offs, and someone gave me a scratch off for Christmas, and I won $250.
was it Erica Moke?
It was not Erica Mocha.
Because doesn't she love scratch offs?
She does.
I did win $50 on slots in Vegas.
There you go.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
So that was cool.
I sat next to someone
How much did you
at
lose?
the casino that won $1,000. I did not win it. I sat next to them.
Was it Frankie?
No.
Okay, I bet
It was
say,
not.
Yeah.
It was not.
You would,
No,
you
he's
would
not.
technically have won. as
I
well.
never win
That's her
anything, so maybe after today, let me
Yeah. Oh, I'm not the lucky girl. I'm not the lucky. I'm just here.
All right.
I'm just here.
All right.
Okay, let's read some of your comments. Karen says, I want a trip. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
Trip for 4 to Maui.
Not just 2.
I would have thought that was a scam. If somebody was like, you want a trip to Maui,
Right.
I'd be like, okay.
Ripping it up, right.
Report
Yeah,
immediately.
whatever. Yeah,
It was a
whatever.
beautiful trip. I won on April Fool's Day. Oh my gosh, even better.
Whoa.
So when I called my family, they thought I was pulling a prank. It definitely was the luckiest day I ever had.
That's awesome.
Amazing.
I definitely would have thrown that ticket away.
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't have believed it. No, I
No.
would have been like, whatever. Yeah.
Ripped it up.
All right, what about meeting a Steeler?
Yeah. Tell us about this.
Yeah. So this is Bonnie J. She said she met Mel Blount at the local post office in Saxonburg. So what is that, Washington County, right?
No, isn't Saxonburg north?
Okay.
Saxonburg
yeah.
is north.
Okay, all right. And it was a pinch me moment for sure.
Wonder if
in
he had
Butler
his
County.
cowboy
Yeah,
hat on
okay,
in the
Butler.
post office.
I know.
That's what I was about to say, because
know.
he's always
wearing it.
I,
That would be
I
like
don't
if-
think I've ever seen him without that. So
Yeah.
I would assume.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to meet a Steeler, but if it was Ryan Gosling, that would be a pinch me moment.
I mean,
Could you
girl.
imagine?
Yes.
He's going to be. Oh, he's in the movie this weekend.
I know
right?
he is. You see him?
Sorry, they're having
I
a
know.
moment.
I know. These are cute. Okay. All right, next up. Jean Marie says, my
Oh
work
my
had a
gosh.
raffle lottery, and my sister worked there with me at the time. The tickets were $10, so we each paid $5. We won
Whoa.
$10,000 to $5,000 each.
$10,000 to $5,000 each. Wow. Now that's one you really don't tell the taxman
Oh, they
about.
split it. Oh, $10,000. They each
They
took
gave
home
each other.
It says each.
They each got 5,000.
You're right. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
they
all right,
split the
cool.
10.
Okay.
That's
Luck, man.
amazing.
That
Yeah.
is
You know,
That's
luck.
nice.
you know when you hear about those people at work who are like,
Do you
all go
hate
in
on
the
the
lottery
side? You like,
tickets,
Okay.
and they all go in, and then they
Look.
win, and then you're like, ah, gosh.
Do you guys know someone that's always lucky? Because we have
Yes.
someone here at the station. They always win all of the
they
station.
shouldn't be allowed to play.
Who is it? Who is it?
Paul.
Oh yeah, he does.
They shouldn't be allowed. He should not be allowed to play. No,
He does win a lot.
should not be allowed to play.
Okay.
He's won TVs, air
I know,
fryers.
I know.
I think he has like 4 TVs. At
He's
the house by now.
disqualified.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately out. Okay, next one. Go ahead.
All
Ron.
right, here we go. This is Marianne Mulligan. She says, my husband was using the crosswalk by our home. A drunk driver blew through the stop sign as my husband was crossing the street. The lucky part is my husband had plenty of stitches, but no broken bones, no concussion, and most of all, did not die. I did not know where that was
I know.
going.
Oh,
in
my
my
goodness.
Goodness,
geez.
I thought
Honestly-
she was going to say he went around and.
Right, yeah, like one of those kids. You guys have seen those videos,
Oh
right?
my
where
gosh,
someone's
yeah.
walking down the street. I just saw one last
goodness.
week where, and all of a sudden, something. Yeah. Oh man.
I
So,
would say
I'm
a
glad he's
near-death
okay.
experience. And
That's
living
luck.
to tell the tale, I would say
And
that's
a
pretty lucky.
blessing.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Our friend Dr. Katie Stewart says, having my sweet boy at 42. After
Yeah.
years of leaving it up to the universe, I was 42 and pregnant during a global pandemic. My pregnancy was easy and felt like the good news we all needed. I'm so lucky to be his mom.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
I
such a
love
good
that.
mommy.
I know
Yeah.
she is.
she's
That's
such a good
wonderful.
All right, I love this one. Cosmic Lotus Consulting LLC.
Okay, plug. Okay, plug.
They making sure they're not
Okay,
getting
plug.
sued. Getting selected to be on the newest season of Amazon Prime's The Blocks.
Oh.
It's a gamified business boot camp, and I'll be going to Tulsa later this year. It's going to be a game changer for my business. That is
Wonderful.
so awesome.
That
Talk
is
about
very
a
cool.
A
I
gamified
love
business
that.
boot camp.
Sue Marino says the blind date that led to my marriage of 44 years
Aw.
next Friday, the 20th. Happy
Nice.
anniversary
Wow.
to you. Sometimes
44
you gotta
years.
bet on yourself. Do you know
Blind
this year
date.
is going to be 15 years for us?
Congrats.
15.
Nice.
And does it seem like even 10 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was not expecting that. Yep, it was.
Well, you know, we met in college, so like think about college in your
Girl,
20. Think
I'm
about
25 over here.
I'm
But two
always
married, but
26.
girl, yeah.
I get it. I get
Yeah,
it. But like
yeah.
that was a long time ago. Whole different person.
Yeah. No, you really are. Okay. Do we have time for another one?
I think we do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's read. This is going to be Joey Bag of Donuts. If a bird pooping on your car is good luck, then I'm the luckiest person alive because an entire flock of birds pooped on my car while I was driving once.
Who said that was good luck? I want to know who says that's good
Well,
luck.
that's what, you know, this is what happens when my daughter drives my vehicle.
Yeah.
She always finds the shade of the tree that has all the birds in there. And then it comes back to me. I'm like, what?
But there's gas in
hydration
it, so
time.
there's
Oh,
that.
there's no gas in it.
Oh,
Oh no, she drains that thing dry.
I tried.
That's Dad's job
Yeah, right.
to fill that thing up.
It's amazing. All of her, all of her driving is just long enough to give me 10 miles left in the car. At least I get 10 miles. I guess.
And covered in
that's
poop.
lucky.
You at
Yes.
3 a.m. filling up your tank, just cursing by yourself in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
remember
always
that.
fun.
Valerie says, I lucked out big time when I adopted my son, Jensen, from China in 2007. He's been the biggest blessing in my life. I couldn't be prouder to be his mother. It's
That's so
wonderful.
sweet.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Love it.
I love
Kiki,
these
always
stories.
good to see you too.
Good to see you too,
Lucky
sweetie.
girl.
I love the haircut.
I know, what's this? Clock it?
Clock it.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm learning new things.
We're learning.
Still to come
I am
on
too.
Talk Pittsburgh. Take a walk, window shop, bowl a strike, and taste a flight for all under $40 in this borough, where you can spend the day without breaking the bank. And St. Patrick's Day is full of traditions, and today we are trying one of the tastiest. The owner of Mancini's Bakery is sharing the secrets to bake a delicious Irish soda bread. That's next.
All right, you know it, the smell of fresh bread that instantly makes you hungry. That's basically what Mancini's bread effect is, basically.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't help with the gloves. They're squeaking.
Okay.
And today we're learning how to
We'll
make
just smack
Irish
something.
soda bread, which is why we have the gloves on from someone who definitely knows his way around a loaf. We are happy to have Nick Mancini joining us today.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right. Thank you for having me.
It's
What's going on?
amazing. So teach us a little bit about the art of making an Irish soda
Yes.
bread.
Okay, so the beauty of Irish soda bread is like you can make it happen really fast, right? So this is the opposite of what I've learned about making Italian bread, where you're trying to develop strength and flavor over time.
Yeah.
This is quick. So we're just gonna jump right in.
Yeah.
So, Ron, you gonna mix one for me down there?
Yes.
Okay.
Heather, I got one started here for you
Should
already.
I pour the whole thing in or slow?
Yeah, we already measured it.
Okay,
Just
just
go
the
ahead
whole
and
thing.
dump
All
that
right,
in.
there we go.
So you have flour and what else going in there?
So we're gonna put some sugar, baking soda, and salt, and buttermilk.
Oh, and that's buttermilk that he just added
Okay,
in.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And then on top of that, so that's where a traditional one ends, but
Okay.
we like to add raisins and caraway seeds.
I was going to ask about the caraway seeds because it's like, what flavor? Savory? Like I don't know what that flavor is, but it adds to the sweetness and then obviously the beauty of the dough.
Yes, like a nice warm, toasty flavor
Yeah,
to the edge of it.
yeah.
I just put a little bit, less than typical, where I'm gonna put a little Irish butter in there for you.
All right.
Oh, a little Irish butter in
This makes
too.
it a little richer.
This is a workout.
What is the green that I'm seeing? Is that just dye to
Yeah,
kind of give it a
yours
little
is
bit?
special, right? So we added a little green
Oh,
food coloring
nice.
to make it a little more fun.
Oh, wait, I can
Yeah.
get in there with my hands. I didn't know this. Okay, let me get in
Well,
there
that's
with
what
my
I'm
hands.
doing,
All right,
although
yeah.
I'm realizing that maybe
Okay, I won't.
it's a little heavy on
Ron,
my
you want to crack
gloves.
one egg into yours over
Yes.
there? There you go.
Thank
I think I
you.
needed smaller gloves. I'm just losing my fingers here.
Yeah, so we just have to work with it, make it go.
Do you have a lot of people that come in to buy Irish soda bread this time of year?
We do. Every year it grows, right? So everyone's always surprised that when we make a seasonal item, but when they learn it and taste it, they come back for it. So a lot of people Irish descent, they love it, and they tell us it's the best in the city.
Oh, wow.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Are you surprised when they say that? You're like, no, of course not. And then what do you have on top here? Because I'm looking, is that sugar?
Yeah, so I do a coarse sugar. We're gonna dip it in the end, right into there.
Okay. Literally, someone is going to eat a glove. I don't know what to do here. Maybe the hands were not a good idea after all.
Yeah, you want to actually, if you have a spatula, grab the spatula to put it until it comes
Yeah.
together. So right now it's like a flour.
All right.
I think
And
that's
the-
not a good idea.
The other secret is you don't want to overmix this.
So
Okay.
my question, is this something that's just for St. Patrick's Day, or is this something that you sell year-round?
No, yeah, so for us, just St. Patrick's Day, but
Okay.
in an Irish household, you made whatever you had. And so it was like very simple, just salt, baking soda, buttermilk, and flour.
So there's no yeast to this. It's
Right.
not rising, right?
No,
We're not waiting
yeah.
for it to rise
Well,
or
it's-
do anything.
It is, well, it's chemically leavened, right? So that buttermilk acid is gonna react with the sodium bicarbonate. And then that's why we're trying to do it fast. So the faster you do it, the better rise you're gonna get.
You're so
Interesting.
smart.
He's like
I'm
a
baker
breadologist.
smart. Yes.
I know, but I have tried and failed many a times to make bread. It is not easy.
It is not easy, but this one is actually hard to do bad at.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know.
Sounds like it's perfect for Heather and myself.
I mean, I almost lost a glove in my dough, so I feel like this is good. Okay, so we have some here. Are we able to try some of this?
Yeah, we're going to, So just real quick.
Okay.
All right.
You don't want to overwork it.
Okay. Oh,
Right?
now we get to take it out. Okay.
Yeah, just take it
So
out
I
once
can
it
put it
comes
right
together.
here, or
You're gonna
where
knead
should
it
I
a little
put
bit.
this? Put it right here, or put it?
Yeah,
over
we're gonna do this.
Okay.
And we'll just make one over here
Okay.
together. Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
So again, I don't want to overwork it. You want to keep it nice and tender. Okay.
Roll it into like a ball.
Right.
Run to a
You make it
ball.
look so
Perfect.
easy.
Okay.
He does.
Yeah.
We're gonna add some sugar.
Oh, that looks.
On top.
There we go.
And there's
That's
two
what I'm talking
ways
about.
to score this.
Wanna put
One
my
way
face
is
right in that.
traditional, is called blessing it.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna give it a cross
Okay.
and then poke some holes. That's called letting the fairies out.
That's so cute.
And the second way is, and I might have lost my cookie cutter, but we imprint with a shamrock. That's something I learned from
Oh, yeah.
some fellow bakers down in Beaver at Kretschmar's. And it pops up. So if you look at our Irish soda bread over here,
Oh, it has the little thing
yeah,
on
it
it.
pops
Yeah.
the shamrock right up.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So I have some to pull out of the oven now.
Yay!
Oh wow.
Let's put these in. We'll take
Okay.
the other one out.
Fantastic. I can't wait.
So I like what you just mentioned also, that you and all the other breadologists in town sometimes kind of get together and
Oh, look at this.
share some ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. We get together. We are the group formerly known as Western Pennsylvania Bakers Association. So we are defunct, but we still get together
this.
socially.
This is what it
Look
looks
at
like when it comes
that.
out.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So
That looks amazing.
Ron, do you mind handing me the cutting board there?
Yeah.
We're gonna,
Either
You
one.
want this one?
Yep.
There.
We're gonna cut up a slice of this as we head into break. This looks so good.
It does. It looks amazing.
And I noticed, was this underneath it just to kind of keep it from sticking? Is that?
That's my grandma's little trick. Every
Yep.
time we got a birthday cake at home, she put a little monkey bowl underneath so it aimed up for the camera. So that's my in-studio
Got it.
baking hack.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna steal a slice of this while you're cutting that one. Here we go.
And
So
this-
how long are you going to be selling these after St. Patrick's Day? You said it's only a seasonal item.
We'll go through the following weekend, and sometimes if we have some leftover,
Oh, look at that.
a little leprechaun magic inside.
Nick, love it. High five. Flour
Yeah.
it all. Okay.
Flour and all.
If you would like to get your hands on this delicious soda bread, we're gonna have more information about Mancini's on our website. We're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh. Ahead this half hour, we are heading west of the city for local date ideas that won't break the bank. And the arts are for everyone, and Point Park University is proving that. Learn more about their sensory-friendly concert experience happening at the Pittsburgh Playhouse. But first, we want to get into some good news. This Saturday, a group called Semper Gratis will celebrate their 10th annual Shamrock Shuffle 5K and Family Walk. It's happening in Leechburg. Then that same evening, they're putting on Small Town Loud Voice, a big community gathering to support families who are going through medical challenges. Semper Gratis has raised more than $500,000 over the years. If you'd like to register for the run walk or buy tickets, we're going to link you up. And don't forget, we got to put a plug in for Talk Pittsburgh, and our Wing-a-Ding Saucy 16 is now live. We have Goated Wings versus Wings, Suds, and Spuds, the Barn and Barrel versus Mulligan Sports Bar and Grill, Dale's Place versus Dino's Sports Lounge, and Inferno Pizza versus Big Shot Bob's House of Wings. You can go to our Facebook page and weigh in. We want to show you the other side of the bracket here. So who's going to make it to the next round? We have a brand new post on Facebook right now where you can vote on which 8 restaurants will move forward. We're calling it 8 the Whole Plate 8. So get your votes in by Friday. The next announcement is coming up Monday, March 23rd. Lights up, sound down, judgment out. That's the idea behind an upcoming show at the Pittsburgh Playhouse called Artfully Uplifting. It's giving people the chance to experience entertainment in a sensory-friendly format. Joining us with the details is Pittsburgh Playhouse executive producer Keisha Lalama. Always good to see you.
So good to see you. You look drop dead
Oh
gorgeous.
my gosh, you're too sweet.
You look fantastic.
You're so wonderful and so sweet. And I'm really excited to hear about this show. This is something that is, as you were telling me, from the ground up, built by the students at Point Park.
I think that's what makes this particular project so very special. We are teaching our students how to create and design a program specific for people with sensory friendly needs.
Yeah.
And it's special. I mean, what does education mean? We're trying to educate the audience, educate our own students, and educate the future generations for tomorrow.
And this is really making sure that art truly can be enjoyed by everyone, because there might be some families out there or some individuals as adults even who have shied away from doing something like this, knowing that it's going to be too much for them.
It's so true. We designed this program to make sure that it is all inclusive, right? All ages, all abilities. It's really great for young children too. You might be a little worried about taking a 2 or 3-year-old to the theater for the first time because you don't know what to expect. But the pieces are so lovely and, again, artfully uplifting, art up. It's a very uplifting, joyful show, perfect time for spring, even though it's snowing in Pittsburgh.
I know, we're not going to talk about it again.
We're going to ignore that, and we're going to focus on the joy and really lifting the hearts and lifting the spirits of our community.
So you say lights up, sound down. What does that mean?
So we want that sensory-friendly experience for everybody. So the lights in the audience are up, so people can come and go as needed, and then the sound is down, so there's no sharp, jarring, sounds that might scare someone.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said this is kind of like a variety show. So the students are coming up with that content.
That's right.
And so will it change? You're going to get a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. So everyone gets exposed to dance, singing, acting. My husband Dave, his favorite moment, we have an artist come on stage and with music, like a music background, they paint a picture right in front of you, a canvas right in front of you. It's Dave's favorite moment, and it has turned into a tradition.
That's wonderful.
So we do that as part of the show, and it's truly remarkable to see all of the different art disciplines come together for this one purpose.
Well, I was going to ask you what's changed from year to year. It sounds like the painting is still happening.
The painting is still happening, and year to year, I mean, through many, generous supporters and things like that, we've been able to expand and grow and evolve, and it's become a tradition for us. But what I enjoy the most is that we're able to invite new audiences every year. Some return, but we are expanding, and more people are getting excited about this wonderful show.
What should people expect if they're coming for their first time? I love that the lights are up so people can come and go.
Come and go as you please. That's exactly right. And when they come, it's a very friendly environment, and it truly is. People are eating snacks in the audience, walking in and out as they go. There's moments where I hear kids and adults even singing with familiar songs. So a lot of the material is familiar. It's not something you haven't seen. We've done pieces like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and really just, again, that uplifting, joyful, spirited, environment that we're trying to make for everybody.
Creating a very inclusive space.
That's right.
You guys are always doing wonderful things over at Point Park.
Thank
This is
you.
no different. Thank you so very much for coming on
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you.
Artfully Uplifting is happening this Sunday at 2 in the afternoon at the Pittsburgh Playhouse. We're going to have more information about this show on our website. You can go to kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. And still to come on our show, we are checking in with John Shumway in the newsroom for your first look at the KDKA Evening News. Plus, cheap dates, here we come. Next, Pittsburgh's dialing up the fun and keeping you under budget. That's coming up next. Dating is getting more expensive, so it's no surprise people are getting creative and looking for more affordable ways to go out. One smart option: staying local, as those neighborhood spots often cost less and help support the community. And today we're spotlighting 2 boroughs where you can hit the town for cheap. Next, Pittsburgh chief reporter Roman Haladio has been uncovering the best dates under $40, including in Coriopolis and McKees Rock, Stowe Township. So happy to have you here. It's one of my favorite articles in Next Pittsburgh. I'm always looking for the next one to come out, honestly, because I think for so many of us, we know how important dates are to a relationship, but it can be so pricey, and you don't want that financial strain too.
Yeah, I'm a young professional in Pittsburgh, so part of it is just, trying to create something that I want to
do
use
yourself.
and do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take us first to Coriopolis. So tell us what you included in this date night.
Yeah. So I always try to include something that's just a free part of the evening. So Corey has a ton of businesses down its main drag. So this date kind of starts with a nice stroll through the town, looking at all of their antique shops and toy shops and all of this stuff. And then we land at Cobble House Brewing Company for a flight just to sample some of their offerings.
So they do like I've never heard of Cobble House Brewing. So they have like a great flight option.
Oh yeah,
you can get.
They do all kinds of weird stuff, ranging from just some nice classic beers to once I had like a jalapeno ale there, so you can really kind of
Sample a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then on the third stop on this date night is visiting Paradise across the Ohio. What is this?
Yeah, Paradise Island Bowl. It's a bowling alley that Neville Island, it doesn't have much island vibe, but this bowling alley has a beach attached to it too, so you can
Get out.
Go bowl, have that traditional experience, and then if it's warmer, step outside, kind of see the Ohio River.
We went bowling the other night, and it was so fun. I mean, it's been a long time since I've gone bowling. Had a blast doing it. So for this whole date night, how much did it cost?
It was right around like $35, $36.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so our next one is McKees Rock, Stowe Township. They're neighboring communities, so you kept it all in that little pocket.
Yeah, I visited the Parkway Theater and Film Lounge there for a different article, but it's just such a cool space that I wanted to build something around it. They have a nice movie theater. Once you walk in, it's a full bar. So I really wanted to include that. And then just up the street is a restaurant that was closed when I wrote the article, Fab's, Nigerian spot. They're awesome, but also nearby is Pierogies Plus. So just a traditional dinner and a movie.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And that one, how much did it cost for that date night?
That one was right around $37. So in that same range, we're doing good.
Yeah, you're trying to keep it, I mean, truly under $40. What's the secret, do you think, to keeping date night affordable? As you've been exploring this is your third one I think you've written in the series, right?
Yeah, like I said, always looking for those free things that still are very personal with your date. And then also, I'm always looking for the ways you can get as much food for as cheap as possible, whether that's samplers from food trucks or just getting that big plate that you can both share.
No one wants to be hungry on a date.
Yeah.
This should be fun. But I also think it's looking at it at a different light. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's really, truly about spending the time together.
Yeah.
You're making it so much fun. Roman, thank you for joining us today. And we have a link to all the articles on our website if you want to check out the dates under $40 at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll link you up to next Pittsburgh. And still to come on the show, KDKA's John Shumway is standing by in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News. Taking a moment to find out what you can expect to see coming up on KDKA TV News at 4, 5, and 6. John Shumway is in our newsroom right now with the stories our news team is working on. Hey, John.
Hey, Heather. Good afternoon. And here are a few of those stories. First, it's what everybody's talking about, a possible meteor over western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio. Take a look. Now, the National Weather Service got a lot of reports about a loud boom and a fireball in the sky, and they say all signs do point to a meteor entering the atmosphere. So we're talking to the Weather Service, and we're also going to hear from a local woman who actually saw it. Also, another blast of severe weather. This time it was high winds and snow. And there's still a lot of people without power from Friday's storm. Now we're adding cold temperatures to it. They're shivering, and we're checking in with the power crews for an updated timeline on exactly when they might get the juice back. And how cool is this? The Pittsburgh Zoo is talking about building a new attraction on the North Shore, a standalone aquarium. All right, so we're talking to the zoo about this and exactly what all it would entail.
John, the meteor story is crazy. I'm not kidding. Like, this was probably about a month and a half ago. I swear I saw a meteor coming through. And if you see something like that, it is wild. It's wild.
And what's crazy about it, I mean, in Cleveland, the boom was so loud, people thought something had exploded or their houses shook. But if you didn't see it, you feel gypped.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad I was inside.
Yeah, you and I both.
Yeah. Well, it's really interesting. Thanks so much, All right. We are wrapping things up for today's show. That's coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
We have seen just about everything this past week, and we have another cold morning tomorrow. A lot of schools delayed or had remote learning because of the snow. Tomorrow morning, yes, we're still in the teens, and then we're back into the mid-30s for the afternoon. We're still going to be about 5 degrees below average. We'll make it to the upper 30s. Normally, we should be in the upper 40s, but we get there eventually.
We're getting there eventually. Mary, thank you so much.